Hi everybody. It's Trina. Don't have really have an agenda or a script or anything like that. Just kind of talking off the cuff. And I'm pretty frustrated with the way things are going these days in our world and how we as women are, in my opinion, are allowing so many outside influences to dictate our feelings and emotions and everything about us. And I think it's time we just kind of like stepped away from all of that and start listening to our true heart and selves. I think about, ever since the internet and social media has come to be, I feel like we've allowed people that are posting all of this, I'm so fabulous and my life is this and it's that, and we're allowing it to make us feel bad because we're grinding every day and not out there making six figures and moving and shaking and doing this. No, they're not doing that. People are just showing you because they're insecure what's going on, falsely what's going on in their lives. Most of us are just grinding and trying to make it happen for our families and for ourselves. And if I could just get you ladies to just stop, refocus, and recenter yourselves and recognize the power that you have already inside of you. Incredible, incredible power. The mere fact that you're here, that you are a woman, that you're a daughter, a friend, a colleague, a confidant. You're all these amazing things in life. And I want to encourage you and inspire you and make an impact on you and influence you to recognize that power, the blessings that you have. You're not meant to be like anyone else. You're not. You're meant to be who you are right now. Right now. If you were meant to be making the six figures, then you'd be making it right now. Are you putting in the work to make that six figures? Maybe, maybe not. But I believe that when it's your time, it will happen. And when we rush things and we try to get there sooner, it doesn't pan out like it's supposed to pan out for us. We don't really see the results that we were hoping for because we rushed it, we pushed it. It wasn't time for it to happen. And might I add that we are all meant to contribute different things in this world. We're not all meant to be CEOs and um, scientists and doctors and lawyers. Everybody is meant to do something because every aspect of every career provides and contributes to all of our lives. So if you got someone that's cleaning your office building, your home, whatever, they're serving a purpose. If you are the CEO and you are contributing funds to nonprofits to help people that are less fortunate than you are, you're doing a service to someone. We're all in here to do something to contribute. Everything that we all do helps and contributes to someone else's life. Everything. So we mustn't look our nose down at any particular job. Um, but I guess I don't understand why we go against each other as women. We judge each other so harshly because we want this thing or we're in this place or um, let's say we've got a team and we want to grow our team and people that we're asking are not jumping on board and jumping up and down to join our team. You don't know what everybody's going through. You don't know what everybody's passions are. Maybe they're not yours. They're not in alignment with what you want to do. So just because they're not doesn't mean that they are less than or they lack motivation. Or that's not true. Maybe I just don't want to do what you do. Maybe right now at this moment, I can't. Not that I won't, but maybe I just can't right now. Or again, like I just said, maybe your dreams and goals is just not aligned with what I'm looking to do. That's okay. But I want us to get to a place where we are truly supportive of one another and not knocking one another, ladies. Um, we're all meant to be something to one another and not the exact same thing. We're all meant to be the same thing, then how does anyone grow? If everybody is in the same bucket doing the same exact thing, how do we grow? We can't. So we really need to work on that and not expect others to show up for us because they're not prepared to. They can't. Not that they won't, they're not there yet. And is it our responsibility to get them there? Maybe, depends. Depending on your relationship with that person, if you can talk to them and see if they're needing or wanting support or help at this moment in their lives, or right now, they just don't have it. And it happens. Everybody is not on top of the world. Doesn't mean that they're bad, they're not motivated. Just that right now they've got this little thing going here and they need to work on that to get to the next place so that they can become day after day after day better version of themselves and bettering their best. Simple. So let's support each other. Let's stop knocking each other's decisions. If it's something that, is life threatening, that they're harming themselves, well, that's a whole different ballgame. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about those life goals because we're in this, I'm on top of the world and I want to grow my team or I want to do this. And so if everybody's not jumping on board because I am here, then, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm just not where you are. And that is okay. So stop and think about your perspective first and what your expectations are of yourself and those around you. As long as they're not pulling you down and putting you down, that's okay that they're not where you are right now. That's okay. But that also doesn't mean that you can just dismiss them because they're not where you are right now. You don't dismiss someone because they're not, oh, I'm not in this box of fantastic, wonderful, magnificent, whatever. Okay, but everybody serves a purpose. And it's okay that someone's not there yet. It takes all kinds to make it all go around. So I'm asking us, women, to activate our grace and mercy and lay down our judgment and just be there for all the ladies in the phases that they're in. Because anything could happen and you are backtracked all the way back to the beginning. And how do you want those people to show up for you? That's a big question. How do you want anyone to show up for you? Anyone. Show up like you want to be shown up for, period. In any and all situations. That's it. That's at the end of the day, that's the bottom line. Show up like you want to be shown up for. That is in support, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever way that someone needs you. I'm not saying those people who want to use and abuse you. I'm talking about those people that are just grinding and they're making it and they're making it. They're just not maybe where you are right now. Remember where you were when you were grinding, trying to get there, and what you needed from people around you that loved you. Then give that very thing, because now that you have reached a certain level, a certain point, remember where you were and what you needed. And when you look at someone that you know and you recognize that, then give them that thing that you really, really needed and wanted when you were going through, when you weren't at this space of success in your life. And success is different things to different people. It doesn't mean that I have to have six figures. I'm traveling all over the world. Um, I am in this and I'm in that and I'm doing this. It doesn't mean that for everybody. Success is different for everybody. Some people are good with having, a 9 to 5 with benefits, um, and just doing their thing. Some people don't want that. Some people need to have a little more freedom in their lives. They can travel a little bit more flexibility in their schedule. So they do a different type of work. They're more of an entrepreneur, if you will. And entrepreneurship is not easy because you're always on. When you're an entrepreneur, you're always on. You can't depend that paycheck's going to be in the bank on Friday. Your deposit goes in. You can't depend on that as an entrepreneur. You're hustling. You're going. You're going. So that's not hard. That's not easy. So it's not meant for everybody. And just because it's not meant for everybody doesn't mean that they're bad people, that they're lazy, that they're not motivated. That doesn't mean that. Because you wouldn't want someone saying that you are self-centered and selfish and greedy. If you're the entrepreneur, you never stop, you keep going. If you don't want that, then don't do the same thing to someone else. So a little bit more grace and mercy. So I just want to leave you with that, ladies. Think about that when you are in your day-to-day thoughts and you're trying to figure out what is that's make it what am I passionate about? What do I want to discover? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do or be? How do I want to show up in the world today? And how do I want people to show up for me? Think about those things and not who can I get something from or who is not giving me, all of themselves. Remember, there are a lot of people that just cannot give you what they don't even have themselves right now. Doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them lazy, doesn't make them less than, doesn't make them unmotivated. This means none of that. We're all going through something. And so being mindful of that and extending grace to people is the best thing that any of us can do. We are all going through something. And we just need those people who say that they love us to understand that and just stay in the tribe in our village and just hold tight. We've had you before, we'll have you again. But we're going through something right now. And we just need you to hold on. Holding on, you can still be moving forward and doing your thing. You can still be doing that. But just still don't forget that we still care for you and love you, support you. We just can't go right now with you. But we'll catch up if it's meant for us to catch up. We'll catch up. If it's not meant to be, we can still be supportive of you on the sidelines, cheering you on, and living life too. It's okay. It'll be okay. I promise that. So I'd really like to hear your point of view, what you think of what I'm saying today, because it matters. Your voice matters. Now that my daughter is a young adult, she'll be 18 in a few weeks, and she's graduated from high school, and she's getting ready to go to local college locally. And being a Girl Scout leader, I was a Girl Scout leader for a while. I think that I've gotten these young ladies to a certain point in their lives, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of these girls. But I just wanted to let you all know that use your voice. I tell these girls all the time, use your voice. You're not better than anybody, and no one's better than you. But I need you to stand up for yourself. Always, always, always. Never cower down to anyone for anything. You can say and do things always in a respectful manner, but you must use your voice and let people know what you're thinking respectfully. Okay? So, just my daily rant. I was just in the mood to rant today. Nothing particular about this post. Hope you have a great evening.